The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that. He's got a man complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not...
And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. Touchdown! Allen Lazard from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety and Reed. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give running left is Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up past the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Eckler, they run left side. And some room to work. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And able to get this to the 31. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Here's Herbert. Left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now it's Herbert. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Herbert going to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Up the middle with Eckler. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and did